Come with me. There's a world out there that we should see. Take my hand, close your eyes. With you right here, I'm a rocket till let's fly.
We'll get ATIS, then we'll set the instruments.
KTMB ATIS information, Lima, 1253 Zulu. Winds variable at 6, visibility 10. Thunderstorms on in the vicinity of the field. 2,800 scattered, ceiling 3,600 broken, 4,800 overcast. Temperature 27, dew point 24, altimeter 3010. Left and GPS, runway 90 right approaching use. GPS, runway 90 left approaching use. Landing in departing runways 90 right and runway 90 left.
3010, right?
Combined on 118.9er.
I wasn't listening.
Frequency 121.7.
That looks about right though.
Frequency 133.0. Sensor aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. Notices to airmen. Use caution for bird and wildlife activity on the vicinity of the field. Rotating beacon out of service. Runway 13 Pappy out of service. Runway 90 right Pappy out of service. Runway 27 right Pappy out of service. Advise initial contact. You have ATIS Lima. KTMB ATIS information, Lima, 1253 Zulu. Winds variable at 6, visibility 10. Thunderstorms on in the vicinity of the field. 2,800 scattered, ceiling 3,600 broken, 4,800 overcast. Temperature 27, dew point 24, altimeter 3010.
I could have gone straight and
runway 90 right approaching use.
get over there, right?
Left approaching use, landing in departing runway 90
it's
right and runway 90 left.
Get rid of him. I think it'd be more courteous, I guess, to go this way and not cross over people's spots. True. But yeah, you probably could have.
That jet.
Conquest 5 Tango Victor, Tower 118.9 when ready.
18, 9 seconds, 5 seconds. 134.6 or 118.9?
I just said 118.9, sir.
Okay. Oh, we forgot about this.
Yeah.
Oh, I did
Too
it
late.
again. Darn it.
That's alright, it's not very important for VFR flight. You go one click right, should bring it up for you.
One more.
There you go.
We're in KTV, so just direct.
Yeah. Basically anywhere that it's already typed in, if you just hit direct, it'll go. That's just the easiest way that I remember. That one I got already.
Alright.
Just watching the radar. Doesn't look too bad right now.
I wasn't there when I showed up at your office. Alright.
Good morning, Tamiami ground. Skyhawk, November 994 Whiskey. Is that spot 2? Ready for taxi. Eastern, departure please.
4 Whiskey, Tamiami ground, runway 90 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 90 left via Alpha. 4 Whiskey.
Good, got the A's again.
Catch it either.
Go ahead.
I would be dinged for that on the check ride, wouldn't I?
It just looks sloppy.
It is. I don't know why I keep forgetting.
I don't think you would fail for it, but
So someone was telling me that on the check ride, they actually look for you to be on the sound line the whole way when you're taxiing. And they don't want you to go fast?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go fast.
Okay.
Again, it just looks sloppy if you're not in the center line.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to start practicing that.
As long as you're within like a foot, I think you're fine. But if you're right down the left side, that'd be bad.
Right, but they don't want you to fly down the runway, the taxiway, I mean.
Yeah, what I usually do, as long as you're on the truck ride, aim for about maybe 15 with me. As long as you're below 20 on the ground speed, that's totally fine.
6097 Mike.
You just want to be
Right, even though
under
it's fine
control.
with you, I think I'm going to get in the habit of it, else I'm probably not going to think about it on the check ride.
and aim for about 10 to 15 knots.
97 Mike, Tamiami ground, runway 9 left. Taxi B Alpha, winds variable at 4 knots, altimeter 30090.
Where's the knots on that?
Right there, ground speed.
Oh,
You're at 10 right
oh,
now.
GS.
You just want to be at a speed where if someone were to come out in front of you, you can
Right.
stop quickly.
Reach your destination.
Another thing that's good to do as you're coming through these, just look left, say clear left.
Right, clear left.
Got a guy up here to the right. Just so the examiner knows and that I know that you're actively
Right.
looking for traffic.
So the wind shifted a little, what, 190 now?
Yeah, about more like a 240 probably. Falling in a variable at 6. This is probably a little slow, especially since we got ways to go. That's better.
Tamiami ground, Avion 519 to Kilo Alpha 2 for spot 2.
On ground, second call sign and parking.
Avion 519 to Kilo for spot 2.
And then a 2 Kilo Tamiami ground, spot 2, taxi B Alpha.
2V Alpha 9 to Kilo.
Ground November 130 to uniform at Echo 4, correction Echo 4, request taxiing stop 17.
02 uniform Tamiami ground, spot 17 via Echo.
Stop 17 via Echo 130 to uniform.
Yeah, there's rain over there.
Yeah.
When we're flying, you have me keep the strobes on, right?
Correct.
Is that a safety thing, or?
Strobe you're always going to keep on. The landing light is the one you're going to turn off.
Yeah. I'm asking because the other guy doesn't make, he has me turn it off. I
The
don't know.
strobes?
Yeah, he says the strobes is only during the nighttime. Alright, whatever.
The nav lights are during the nighttime.
Well, both he was saying.
Oh, I've never turned the strobes off, even when I was training. You could look
I
it up.
figure it's a safety thing. We'll see you
Yeah.
during the day.
Technically, the beacon, I guess, is the only thing that's technically required.
Clear left.
But pretty much everyone has the strobes on, so.
So, the wind we said was that way, so...
A little bit of a tailwind right now. If you want, you can just
Would
kind
you
of pull straight ahead.
like him?
Yeah, that's fine. That way you can
I
see
should have
traffic.
probably
and
gone
be
there so I don't blast people when they come.
That's alright. There's that one out here.
Alright, let's run up. Flight control, left, right down, right up, left down. Goes up, goes down. Alright. Control clear and free and clear. Fuel on. Oh, just is in. Is in. Mixture. Pull forward. Throttle 18. Alright, check the magnetos. Left. About 50, back on both. Going to right. When it's rough like that, what do we do?
Go back to both.
Just let him, or?
Yeah, go back to both now.
How do you kill foul?
But leave it, try it one more time. To see if it fixes itself. Yeah, that's good.
If they were fouled up, oh,
You would know. They would drop 300, 400, 500.
But you made me do something once where, I don't know if I was leaning out.
Yeah, that's one of the times where it really dropped. And then what we did is we went full throttle. And then we just twist the mixture back until it hit 20 RPM, 2000 RPM. Let it there for about 10 seconds. What that does is it runs it very hot and it just burns off whatever gunk is on there. Yeah.
Alright, so magnetos is good.
And
instruments.
But if you do that and it doesn't fix itself,
then you go back.
And try to figure it out.
Because it means one magneto is probably not working right.
Usually it's the spark plugs that are just either gone or just too gunked up or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we got full tanks on both. It's green, 20.8. Green on temp and all pressure. Vac is in the green. Amp is still showing 0.
Good. Remember, you want to check those though when you're at 1800.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't really do much good.
Alright, let's do it again.
There you go.
Alright, 20.0. Full tanks, green, 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 green. Vac is at the top of the green. 0 on the amps.
Good. You want to try to figure out anything that's wrong before you start taking off and then figure it out.
You don't want to. Alright, and then this should still be good, so I'm looking at what? 3, 2. Alright, so instruments we did, throttle is at lean.
I'll leave it.
Leave full rich, okay. Run up checklist complete. Alright. Alright. So we're gonna go 9 left.
Okay.
1,000 feet required. Shouldn't be a problem. We have, where's that windsock now?
Back behind you.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of maybe a right quarter lead tailwind.
So, and a little bit of.
It might take you a little bit longer to take off, but
I learned a new thing about that. Say it later, I guess.
Right.
Quick turbulence not an issue. Windsock we did prior to the rotation engine failure. Okay, so if we're on the ground, I'll apply brakes, throttle out, brake, and get off the runway. If we're below 500 feet, we'll land in the grass by 137.
Okay.
If we're above, I guess, 500 feet.
Yeah.
Try to turn. What kind of bank angle would you need to be able to turn back on the runway at 500?
Well, you don't necessarily need to go back on the runway. I'd probably go for the taxiway.
Runway 9 left, taxi B.
If there is no one there.
Avoid everything.
Yeah. Depends. It all depends.
Okay. So emergency plan covered. Before takeoff, fuel selector valve I checked already. Flaps is up. Elevator trim is in takeoff. Doors is secured. My seatbelt is still secured. I'll shut off my window. One less task for me to do. Parking brake I'm holding. Traffic. I don't have anything here.
I got final.
Oh yeah, he's starting final. Alright. So, before takeoff, complete lights. We're gonna put landing and strobe on. And transponder is on standby 1200. I'll go to altimeter. Do you go put it now or when you go on the runway?
Here you go now. If you try to do the runway, you'll forget.
Yeah. P2 is off, yeah. Alright, so we're good on that. Checklist complete. When I climb, I only have to make full, obviously we have, and then I'll lean at 500 for top of green on.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll just go up to 1,000 feet, level off there, and then head out to the east.
Alright. So, unless it's changed, which it shouldn't be, I'm supposed to be on 118.9.
Stationary 921 Kilo 0, approaching spot 15, like to reposition to Peninsula.
Talking, so
Miami Tower, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey Whiskey is ready at runway 9 left for east departure.
November 994 Whiskey Whiskey, Miami Tower, flies straight out, runway 90 left, clear for takeoff. Cessna in the up and will be making left traffic.
Straight out departure, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff for Whiskey Whiskey.
Cessna 60907 Mike, runway 90 left, clear to land, wind variable at 7. November 60907 Mike Tower.
final is clear. Taking the runway.
Number 5262, uniform traffic follows off your left, Cessna at 1000.
Clear on.
Number traffic, November 5260 uniform. Traffic inside, November 5260 uniform.
Alright.
November 60907 Mike, Miami Tower, third call.
Sorry about that. 0097 Mike.
097 Mike, runway 90 left, clear to land, wind variable at 7.
Clear to land,
Power
6097 Mike.
slowly in, smoothly. Whoa, what is it?
Let's go. That nose wheel is shimmying a little bit. Oh, down a little bit. There you go.
What the heck happened, man? I didn't have the feet on the brake, did I?
I don't think so. I think the nose wheel is just shimmying a little bit.
That was strange.
Number 5262, uniform number 2, following Cessna a mile ahead, runway 90 left, clear to touch and go, wind variable at 7.
Clear to touch and go. Number 2, November 5262 uniform 90 left. Miami Tower, Cherokee 148 Echo Romeo. Before we shore 90 left, ready to take off, full stop, taxi back.
Number 148 Echo Romeo, 10 Miami Tower, negative, hold short, runway 90 left, use caution with your phraseology.
What did you say?
Hold short 90 left, 148 Echo Romeo.
I like call them up again. The same thing.
Alright, so now I'm gonna lean.
Alright.
ADF 112, we're giving you the light gun signals now. They can be kind of hard to see. Are you getting them?
Negative ADF 112.
Roger, we're giving it to you. It just might be the light. They're kind of hard to see.
Roger, appreciate it. ADF 112.
ADF 112, you're number 2 following Cessna, just over the numbers, runway 90 right. Clear, touch and go, wind variable at 7.
Clear to touch and go 90 right, ADF 122.
1,000 feet.
Alright.
I'm still climbing.
Tamiami Tower, November 277 Kilo.
Aircraft calling Tamiami Tower, radio is unreadable, say again.
November 277 Kilo.
Bonanza 277 Kilo, Tamiami Tower.
We're lined up at Lindbergh's runway 9er. We'll be rolling in a second here.
The radio is completely unreadable.
How far do you want me to go?
Once we get to the coast, we'll make it turn to the southwest, or southeast, I mean. And then we'll try.
797 Mike, turn right at Alpha 2, ground point 7.
We'll see.
Okay. That's E-Link, I think, yep.
797 Mike, right turn Alpha 2, ground point 7.
And 277 Kilo's up at Lindbergh's.
Bonanza 277 Kilo, roger. Use caution, there's a area of moderate to heavy precipitation just south of Lindbergh's landing. Extends southbound for about 8 miles. Is that your direction?
Yeah, we're going to be making a right turn out here and going to Boca.
You're going to head out to the east, sir?
No, we're going to try to go westbound to the Boca.
Bonanza 277 Kilo, you can continue westbound.
Roger, heading westbound 7 Kilo, and let us know when we could go to 125.5 for flat following.
Roger. You can continue northwestbound and contact departure 125.5.
25.5, 7 Kilo, thanks.
Well.
Cherokee 148 Echo Romeo, follow Cessna in the upwind, make left traffic, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to takeoff, 9er left, follow the Cessna, 148 Echo Romeo.
Alright, once you get the coast, give me a right turn to about a 130 just down towards the islands, and let's try to make it up to 1,500 feet.
ADF 133, number 1, runway 9 right, cleared touch and go, wind variable at 7.
Touch and go, 908, ADF 133.
Number 4, Whiskey Whiskey, present change approved, good flight.
So yeah, 4 Whiskey Whiskey.
Want to stay on tower, or do you want to switch?
Nah, we can go to 125.5.
Which
or 121.5, sorry.
You put on this one?
Yeah.
.5.
Right about here is good. And let's try to get up to 1,500 feet. While we're climbing up, what other failures might happen? What other things can fail on our airplane?
Electrical.
Okay. Say the
Lose oil. Radio comms.
Let's talk about the electrical system.
Okay.
Let's say we're climbing up here and all of a sudden we look over and that 28 volts is starting to decrease and the amp meter is all the way down to negative 60. What do you think is going on?
Alternator is not charging your battery anymore.
So what can we do to fix it, or what kind of precautions should we take if that happens?
I don't really think you can fix it. The alternator is going bad, so your electrical is not getting any power from the batteries. So,
Well, it's looking power from the battery, right? Battery still holds charge, but the battery is slowly losing.
right, so eventually that battery's not going to have a charge anymore. You're going to lose all your electrical.
Okay.
Except for the engine, which is on the magnetos.
Right.
So I would probably turn back.
Okay.
Or find an alternate place to land and have your alternator look at and your battery.
Good. You got about 30 minutes is what they say once that goes. Okay.
30 minutes?
Yeah, and you can also go ahead and start turning stuff off that's not necessary.
Right,
Like
so
to make sure the ATIS off, autopilot's off, the GPSs if you don't need them, turn them off. The lights, turn those off, that kind of stuff. There is one way that you might be able to fix it. Maybe you just turned off the switch somehow. Okay, so verify that the switch is actually on.
Oh, right.
You can try to recycle the switch as well. Maybe the voltage regulator got an issue with it, and you can try to recycle it. Might work, it might not. Even if it does work, I would still go back and land as soon as possible.
Okay, I didn't think about the switch. Yeah, that's a good point.
Other things that can fail are the instruments, right?
Right.
Is that a big worry for you?
Depends on what instruments. If it's a required important instruments like my airspeed or my altitude, even to an extent my attitude indicator.
Right.
But I can get that visually, so
exactly.
It's not as bad of an issue.
The only thing it'd probably be an issue for is coming into land. You're not going to have your airspeed and your altitude. The altitude really is not that big a deal. You can see outside.
True.
Airspeed would probably be the only thing that would be might be a little bit of a issue. But overall it's not that bad. In this lesson you're supposed to fly with a failed. So, I mean, obviously if you just cover them up, it's pretty easy to maintain altitude, right? You just hold it right here.
Right.
Okay. So really people get scared about that, but as visual pilots, just look outside. That's what you're doing anyways.
Exactly.
If you climb 100 feet, you climb 100 feet. Who cares? You know, as long as you can maintain a safe altitude, and if you're at 2,000 RPM, you're about 1,900 knots. You're good. When you're coming to land, the only thing you're going to do a little bit differently that I might recommend, come a little bit faster. Maybe don't use flaps, because you know you got 5,000 feet of runway, so you don't need to come in at 60 knots. And if you do get slow, you got a horn that sounds.
Right.
That's really not that difficult.
Which, if I don't have flaps, it's going to be 44, and if you had fully extended, it'll be 33, right?
For what?
Your stall warning.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Well, before that, I mean, it stalls at those speed.
Right. You got more than enough airspeed.
Yeah.
As long as you're not stupid about it. All right, why don't let's get that little clearing over there, and let's try to climb up to about 2,500 feet. So maybe just turn about 090 up to 2,500, and we'll start with a emergency descent. We'll kind of clear the area as we're doing this here.
See any traffic on the left?
Looks pretty clear off my side too. Alright, so remember with the emergency descent, for whatever reason, fire, clouds, traffic, I want to get down as quickly as possible. So only thing we're going to do is pull the power to idle, nose down, try to get it up towards about 130 knots and about 20-30 degree banks back and forth. Here, I'm just doing little S turns down, and I'll tell you when.
Throttle out, and sorry, what the airspeed again? You said?
Right, the yellow.
120.
B&O. 120 and 130, somewhere in that range.
Just do S turns.
Yep. Doesn't have to be abrupt, just nice and slow back and forth.
Now, I know it's an emergency, but when we're practicing, how does that affect or in relation to our VA? Is that going to cause any issue with the airframe?
No, because we're not really doing anything abnormal. We're just doing a descent, and we're just doing the shallow turns back and forth. So there's really no stress on it. Now, if we start getting to the yellow and it starts to get bumpy, then yeah, you're going to start to stress it. But we're really still operating in a normal scenario.
Alright, coming up on 25.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do it here on an easterly heading. So whenever you're ready, first thing you're going to do, power back, nose down. Okay, nose down a little bit more, get that airspeed up. Almost going to push it down, and now start a little bit of a turn. There's 30 degrees or so, and then you go back the other way, holding the nose down the entire time. There you go, get that nose down. But now go back the other way. That's what you want to see. Right there.
120.
Right above 120 there. Perfect. Alright, you can go ahead and level it back off. Bring the nose up first so the airspeed decreases a little bit. And then slowly increase the power because the engine's going to be a little cool from doing that. Good. Alright, let's climb back up 2,500. And I just want to stay in this area, whatever you need to do to stay in here. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Probably the easiest maneuver you'll do on the truck ride.
A little disconcerting at first.
Yeah.
Especially when you're over water.
Yeah. But I want to do the next, we're going to do one more, and I want you to get that nose down a little bit quicker. Remember, you got to get down quick for some reason or another.
Right.
So pull that power out, get that nose down, get right up to 120, and get those turns going.
Alright, so how about I head back north?
Yeah, that'll work. I just want to stay around here because these islands are going to be your engine
safety.
failure
Right.
landing point.
Don't feel like swimming.
You know. Alright, you can level it off here.
Ready?
Yep, ready. Let's go. Engine on fire. Get down, get down, get down.
Do you fast or you slowly take
You
it
can
out?
pull it out. Just pull it out. Go, 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 go. Down, down. Down. Roll back the other way. Go, 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 go. There you go. Much better. Now just maintain this.
So if your airspeed's going too fast, you pull up a little bit?
Yep. There you go. Good. One more back the other way. Keep that nose down. Perfect. Alright. Back to level, power back in. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Pretty simple, right? Alright, give me a climb back to 2,500 and turn back to the south.
Pretty fun when you know what to expect.
Yeah.
First time I wasn't sure how safe it is to push.
Yeah,
But
the
you're
second
right.
one is what you want to see. The first one you're being a little timid.
Yeah.
But just because didn't know what to expect yet, like you said. Let's keep turning to the south so we don't run into these
Oh, you
guys
want to
here.
stay in this area?
Yeah. The only clear spot we got right now. Oop, found one. Maybe turn to the east.
You want to go back to 25?
Yep.
cloud here. Alright.
Alright, get yourself trip back out here. Uh-oh, engine quit. What are you gonna do? Oh, engine quit.
Oh, engine quit. Well, I'll try to restart.
Oh. It's the first thing you do.
Airspeed.
Yes.
65.
Look, we already lost 300 feet. Look what happens when we pitch up to 65. Big gain altitude. That's number one. Okay, now what?
Okay, 65. Best field. Guessing. I don't have much of a choice, but I'm trying to figure which island, so I'm guessing the light green one right in front of us.
Okay. And that's 65. Get it trimmed out for it.
Except, if I want to make that island, now it's way below, I'd have to do S-turns.
Nope. You want to get yourself right over top it and do circles.
Oh, okay. Traffic pattern, kind of.
Yep, okay, you're just going to descend down into the traffic pattern, basically.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Alright.
So we can keep it as low as 500 feet. The reason I want to do S-turns is I want to get there first. I want to know we can make it there.
True.
Rule of thumb is you get about a mile for every 1,000 feet of altitude. That's a conservative.
And when you're going to
estimate.
do the turns around, you do shallow, medium?
I do about 20 degrees of bang.
Okay.
20, 25. Just a shallow to medium, no more than 30 though. Otherwise you're going to start losing altitude. Which is what you want to do, but...
Getting hot in here.
Which way are you going to land?
Yeah, I've been looking. I'm trying to figure. I'd have to land kind of southeast, I think, but I see trees in there, and I don't know the distance of that.
Okay. What about if you had a lot of room there? Which way would you prefer to land?
Into the wind, which here, how do we tell which way the wind is? Well, I see the clouds going like this, but I don't know if that's just because I'm moving across the clouds.
If it was a windy day, I mean, we would know. You can tell by the water and stuff. Today it's so light that I would just go with whatever the winds were at the airport.
Could you tell by letting go of the control and seeing how you vane in the wind?
I probably not. I think it's too light right now.
So since it's too light, I could do that. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I want to go more like south.
Okay. You're gonna go for that clearing in on the east side of the island there? Landing to the south, is that the plan?
Yeah, from the beach on the north all the way to the
so
tree.
right here, this is where I would do my circle, okay? And then when you get low enough, actually probably when you turn around here to the north, you're gonna be already at pattern altitude kind of. So you just keep on going in the base and then on the final. So I would start getting that turn going, because we want to get close to the island, we don't get too far away.
Yeah, I'm already 900 feet.
Right, so we're getting a little far. Get it going back towards there. There you go. Now I would keep it nice and close here, and then I would do a turn to the south to line up with the runway once we get to it. Where are you going now?
I got another. Right now I'm on the downwind. I was thinking right over the beach.
Okay.
And come in between the trees.
Okay, I see you.
Caution, rain.
So how low do we go to do this little maneuver?
500 feet you can go around.
Caution,
600.
Alright, you can go around. Think you can make it?
Considering I'm already at 500 on the downwind, not sure.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You're kinda, it'd be a tight turn, I don't know, it'd be close.
I think at that point maybe I would have changed my plan and went over the house and just try to land there.
Okay.
Hope for the best.
Alright, let's bring it up to 1,500 feet. Actually, you're about to bring it back up to 2,500 feet. We'll try one more. I'm going to try something different though.
Alright.
And just stay in this area here.
How was that though?
Pretty good. You kind of gotta almost go with the plan and just stick with it. Because you saw as you were changing your mind there, we're still descending, and you're like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I don't know if we would have made it nicely or not. I mean, that's a hard one.
I would have made it. I don't know
right.
about nicely. There was so many trees in that thing, I didn't know.
That's the one where there's not a whole lot of options, unfortunately. So as long as you get it down there, it's, you know, kind of do the best you can. But right away, right when on the check ride, when he pulls that power to idle, get that thing to 65 knots.
Right.
That's what they want to see first.
Yeah, you did catch me off guard. I'm like, oh shit, what's the engine failure?
And they're probably just going to do it like that. Well, you're going to be done with the maneuver, let's, okay, level off, and then, boop. Oh, engine fail, what are you going to do?
ABC.
One more right rudder on your climb there. Alright. On this one, I'm going to make it easy. Well, keep going to 25.
We're pretty much at 25.
Or at 15.
Oh.
On this one, what we're going to do is... how do I want to do this? Okay, so you saw the island that we just went for. We're going to go for the island just north of it. Okay, that little long one there. Okay. We're going to simulate that that's a runway. So there's an airport there or whatever. Obviously, it's not the best island to pick because there's trees. But we're going to simulate that it's a runway.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to land to the south because we think the wind's from that direction. And I want you to get kind of where you were before. Circle just probably to the west of it, kind of on downwinds. Once you get down to 1,000 feet or so, keep going out on downwind to the north, turn base, turn final. And you're going to land to the south. Make sense?
You want? Yes and no. I mean, I understood the pattern, but I'm not sure if you're saying to do a left pattern. I was going to do a right pattern.
Yeah, on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, or on the west side of the island.
Right.
You'll just circle to the west of it, and then just keep it coming down. I would say as you're turning around, then if you come around to north and you're below 1,500 feet, just keep going on downwind. If you're above 1,500 feet, you might have enough time for one more turn around, one more 360.
Okay.
It's all guessing. As long as you can get yourself to the runway, you're fine. It's always better to be a little bit high on final than a little bit low, because if you're high, you can put flaps on, you can do a slip, whatever.
Right.
If you're low, that's it.
Alright, 25.
Alright, you can bring it to idle. Oh, engine failed. There's our runway.
We're going down there! Alright. So it's right there. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Airspeed, airspeed, airspeed.
Airspeed, best fuel. Okay. I guess I'm going left pattern now.
Alright, that's fine.
There's my island. I'm maintaining 65 is that.
It's pretty far up there. You kind of just gotta hold the nose.
Yes, it's easier if you trim it, right?
Yep. Keep looking outside. How are we looking?
So I definitely got plenty of time.
Okay, if we got plenty of time, what can we do?
Well, we're gonna circle at least probably once around it, or
what else can we do if we got time?
Put some flaps in. Not flaps, but forward slip. Bring the altitude down.
Save that for the very end in case you have to. I would do another circle over that. But what you can do is try to restart it, right?
Okay. So you make sure your master is on and then...
Nope, this way. Full as tank. Mixture full. Throttle where you want it. Across the side. Max switch on. Crank the key. Come on, start. Oh, then start. Key off. Out, done.
Out on the mixture?
Yep, and out on the emergency shut-off.
Okay.
Because you want the fuel in the tank. That should take you a max of 10 seconds. And then you just, if that doesn't work, just keep focusing.
Okay, so gas, in, this is in.
Yep, you can do about a 1/4 inch or so on the throttle.
Quarter.
Just like you're starting it up.
And then crank.
Yep.
If it doesn't work, switch off, master off, this off, pull out, then switch the fuel shut off switch off. Valve, sorry, not switch, but. Wow.
What happened?
Takes a while to go down.
How are we looking?
We're right above about a beam right now. I'm at 12, so.
We want to land this way, so we got to still turn around one more time.
That's what I'm saying. It's amazing how many times you can actually go around with 2,500. We're probably going to land on this time though.
Okay.
1,000 feet.
So what, we're basically turning on the down one right now, looks like?
Yeah, I'm going to turn, I guess, a little further since I'm at 1,000 feet. I'll go now.
Give yourself a little bit of room because you got to make another 180 to get lined up with it this time.
Oh man, might be a little hard now at 700. Yeah.
I'd probably go if I were you.
Caution, terrain ahead.
At 500 feet.
Alright. Just keep that turn coming. Let's see if we would make it just stay level here. Watch your airspeed. Put nose down. So look, you still had a pretty long way to turn, right?
Right.
So be careful about that. Give yourself a little more room and a little more altitude. That last, from downwind to final, that's a 180-degree turn. At 500 feet, that could be a little difficult.
So when I went a little further out to give myself a little bit of time, that was probably not needed.
Probably not needed, yeah. Remember,
I should have kept tight and go long and then line up.
there's tons of things you can do to get yourself down. There's nothing you can do to make it go longer.
Yeah,
so,
true.
if you're 1,000 feet and a mile from the runway, fine. Just put it in a slip, land it. Who cares?
True. Alright.
Alright, let's go back up.
27 right, Pappy, out of service. Advise initial contact. You have ATIS Lima.
That's not, was that the same one?
Yep. KTMB TARDIS information, Lima.
Position, verify you have information.
Well, I'm guessing by the time we get there.
Yeah, it just looks like there's a storm moving in, kind of.
So head back east.
Yeah, we'll
west.
start making our way over there and see what happens. Oh, that's there. That engine fails. Get that airspeed. Get yourself pointed at a field that you want to go for, and then work on that checklist. Go up and across. Try to restart. Crank, crank, crank. Doesn't work. Come back down. Okay, if you have time, give a radio call. 4 Whiskey Whiskey going down over the first key here. With 2 people on board. Whatever.
Right. So an island like this, let's say this is my only option.
Right.
I'd probably try to ditch on the beach.
Yeah, I'd probably
avoid all those trees.
I'd go right in the water right next to it, yeah. Nice and shallow. Kind of beachy. I mean, at this point, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot better to be in the water by the beach than in the trees and
get in the trees.
Branch into your head.
Yeah. I would go right on the east side here. It looks like it's kind of beachy, very, very shallow. That's what I would go for.
Alright.
What would you go for in the Everglades? Where we normally fly around? You can level off 1,500 feet.
If I'm close enough to Shark Valley Trail on that, if we can make it to Tamiami, great. Else, try to find a spot that doesn't have water, I guess.
Yeah. The trails, usually you can find a trail that works pretty well. A lot of people go for the road. The road's got power lines and it's got cars, and those are not the best. I like the trails the best. Or just a flat area that looks as dry as possible.
Right.
Let's fly due north first, and we can kind of see if we can see the airport or not.
There's Dayland.
Yeah.
So I guess in between Dayland and those pinkish building.
I'm just trying to.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I think it's covered in rain right now. Kind of listening.
For South Florida and coastal water, Bill on high watts, flight watch, and flight service frequencies. All aircraft use caution for bird and wildlife activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have ATIS information, Mike. Tamiami Tower, ATIS information, Mike 1353 Zulu. Weather observation, wind variable at 8, visibility 6, light rain, mist. Sky condition 2,900 scattered. Ceiling 5,000 broken. 7,500 broken. Temperature 26, 2.24. Altimeter 3011. ILS and GPS runway 90 right. GPS runway 90 left approaches in use. Landing and departing. Runways 90 right and 90 left. All aircraft contact tower 118.9er. Ground control frequency 121.7. Clearance delivery frequency 133.0. Attention all aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. Notice to airmen. Runway 90 right, PAPI out of service. Runway 13 PAPI out of service. Runway 27 right PAPI out of service. Airport rotating beacon out of service. Attention all aircraft hazardous weather information for South Florida and coastal water available on high watts, flight watch, and flight service frequencies. All aircraft use caution for bird and wildlife activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have ATIS information, Mike.
6, well, it's VFR.
We gotta be 500 below those, so.
Yeah, the clouds are up at 2,000, so we're okay there.
We're okay for that.
Visibility was 6, so it's VFR still.
National Aircraft ATIS information, Lima, altimeter 3010.
Lima? You just said Mike.
Yeah, you said it wrong. We'll try to go back. If we can't make it, we'll come back. Wait a minute.
All those buildings in the distance here.
That's right before it, I think. Let's keep a little more to the right because we gotta get to the north side of it.
Tower Extension, November 603 Quebec Sierra, holding short of 9 right at Echo. We're going to need just a few minutes.
Alright, 3 Quebec Sierra, Tower, hold short, runway 9 right, just advise ready.
Hold short, 9 right, November 603 Quebec Sierra.
That's a lot of rain right there in front of us.
I think I see it. I think we'll be okay.
Well, those buildings right there we're lined up with.
Yeah.
For out, that's Kendall. So if we take that.
I think I see the airport. It's raining, but it doesn't look too bad.
Okay.
Tamiami ground, this is Bonanza 567 Echo Bravo.
How far out are we?
13, north eastbound VFR.
I got it.
7 Echo Bravo, Tamiami ground,
controls.
right.
Oh, you can fly. I got the radio. Just keep me going for the hospital.
13, and we have Mike.
Thank you.
And Tower 994 Whiskey 10 miles east with Mike inbound full stop.
Tower 994 Whiskey 10 Tower. And on the right, down one for runway 9 right.
Alright, right that one for 9 right 4 Whiskey.
That's 4 Whiskey if you like. I'll give you the base turn on for 9 left when you come inbound, but there is some weather to the north of the airport extending 5 miles to the north and 5 miles to the west, so we'll see how it gets as you get close.
Yeah, it probably looks like that'll work out. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. 4 Whiskey. Right now, one for 9 right for now.
That's the airport right there, right?
Yep.
So should I turn now?
A little bit farther. Where do you see the airport?
A green patch about 11 o'clock?
It's about 12 o'clock. Around there's the buildings and then the airport. It's about 11, yeah, I guess.
So,
but there's also a green patch over there.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know. That's farms. I don't know if we're looking at the same thing.
About 11, my 11, like, if you look at the cloud, there's like a dip.
Yeah, right below that.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yep.
So, should I follow about this road right here below?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, on 152nd, you can follow that.
Is this 152nd?
Yeah, the big one coming up here.
Oh yeah, there's the 4.
Beach 0 Delta Whiskey, the wind 140 at 10, altimeter 3010.
30 at 10?
Our 4 Whiskey traffic will be departing runway 9 right, straight out, climbing at 2000 to destination 10.
Alright, we're looking for Whiskey.
1 Quebec Sierra Grand.
Alright, so let's bring ourselves down to pattern altitude and do our descent checklist.
1 Quebec Sierra Rod, proceed via Echo, right turn on pop to the ramp.
Tamiami Tower, November 603 Quebec Sierra, holding short 9 right, we're ready to go at this time.
November 3 Quebec Sierra, traffic 5 to the east of the airport at 1,500. Entering the downwind is a Cessna. Live runway heading, runway 9 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on the runway heading November 603 Quebec Sierra.
3 Quebec Sierra, wind is variable at 5 knots.
89er Charlie Echo, ground verify location.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright. Almost at 1,000. Put some speed back in. So, do I start my landing checklist here, or?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, so landing lights, oh, I left them on, hat. Under gas is in. Still shut off. This is in. Sure, in. And I think we're set. Flaps will do.
Whiskey, the jet is airborne now, running 9 right, clear to land.
Any chance for that base, the 9 left for 4 Whiskey?
Sure, runway 9 left, base turn your discretion, clear to land.
9 left, clear to land, 4 Whiskey.
Number 3 Quebec Sierra, contact line approach, good flight. Traffic just off your right side is a Cessna 1,500, enter the downwind.
He's in sight, going to departure.
So we're going 9 left? I'm going to do my base all the way to 9 left?
Exactly.
Okay.
A little more power, keep it up at 20 in the downwind. So we're all going the same speed.
I think we'll beat that rain.
Yeah, it's moving off to the northwest.
Into the...
You can see all the way through, it's not that bad.
So, I guess I won't start putting the flaps and descending until I make my base, because I got quite a bit.
Yeah, that's probably what I would say. Once you turn base, you can start your descent in first notch of flaps, second notch of flaps when you're just about to turn final, and then third notch on final.
Okay. he had call 30, right, for the wind?
140.
140?
Yeah, 10. Yeah, altimeter was 3010.
Okay, so we're about to beam, start turning, reduce speed a little bit.
That turn already?
No. At 45, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Just
yeah, it's
they're gonna be
real
close.
tight.
Probably go right about here, so.
Yeah, and then I see my, what do you call it, neighborhood
Yeah.
base.
So now I would start to slow it down. Put on
First notch. 1600. We're high. $500.
500.
Second notch.
Notch your speed, you're too fast. That second notch. Don't level off, just pull the power back. There you go.
I thought the airspeed was,
Yeah, but when you're that fast, you're gonna have to do
KTMB Tower, Bonanza 567 Echo Bravo at 9 right for a eastbound departure.
Bonanza 567 Echo Bravo, KTMB Tower. Eastbound departure is through. Runway 9 right. Winds are variable at 5 knots. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 9 right. Thank you. 7 Echo Bravo.
There you go, now hold it off. Hold it, hold it. Okay, a little bit of back pressure, just a little bit of brake to slow down.
we make this.
Yeah, if you pull it all the way back.
Tower 4
just a
Whiskey,
little bit
Whiskey,
of
ground
brake.
point 7, have a good day.
Ground point 74, Whiskey, Whiskey.
There you go.
Alright. Landing lights.
Nope, 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 nope.
Come on.
Runway.
Runway, yep. Alright, now I can do it. Alright, so landing lights off, strobe off. This up. About an inch. Stand by. And I believe that's it for...
Yep, looks good.
121.7 on 2.
Miami ground, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey Whiskey. Is that Alpha 2 going to spot 2?
4 Whiskey Whiskey, Tamiami ground, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Part via Alpha 4 Whiskey Whiskey.
Center right, center left.
pitch for airspeed and power for altitude thing, that only really works when you're nice and established on a glide path. When you're that turn, you came in, your altitude was a little bit high, and mostly you're just a little bit fast. Just pull the power back to slow your descent rate, put on your flap, get yourself set up again, and then, yeah, just ride that glide path down, a little bit of pitch to maintain 60, 70, and then a little bit of power if you sink a little bit.
Okay. I guess I didn't quite fully understand that.
Yeah.
I thought when you were in the approach, no matter what altitude, whatever, your speed was controlled by both, obviously, your throttle and...
Get yourself set up for it, especially like that. I mean, you're already a little bit high, and then you kind of leveled off. Actually, you kind of climbed almost a little bit. You lost picture of your runway. That's that's too much. Just bring that power back.
Yeah, in my round out, I think the mistake I made is I kept looking at the distance. I didn't bring back my vision. I pulled up, but we were too low, I guess, right?
Well, you leveled off a little high, then you got it down, and then could have pulled back a little bit more, and we landed a little flat. It wasn't horrible. Doing this as you get in the ground effect is keep it coming back, holding it off, and then it touches down.
Confirm it's Echo Delta to 90 left, 68332.
332 affirmative, ma'am, via Echo and Delta.
Roger, 68332.
A little more right.
More right.
Watch that, the tie down in front of you. The middle of that one is the middle of ours. There you go, now go straight.
Okay. After landing, we did that. Flaps are up already. Shut down. Parking. Avionics master switch off.